but prepared than early and not prepared.
5 people.
Okay. Start streaming. Start stream. Why do I have to make the preview player work before? Okay, start streaming. Okay, we're live. Wait, are we?
I don't have the notification.
Okay.
It already sent it out.
Yeah,
We're live. We're live.
Okay, here we go. There we go.
We are live.
There we go.
We've got Aaron Wilhelm on the chat. We've also got Zach Talks Tech. I'm editing and watching you guys. Awesome, awesome.
Zach.
And what's up, Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to Tech Talk episode.
And he frozen. Uh-oh, we lost BenObi. Technical difficulty. Oh man. Ouch. Ooh.
Yeah, okay.
All right, little dude. It's gonna be me and you until you get to.
Okay, you're back.
What just happened? What just happened?
You froze. You froze.
That was really no picture. Hello, only 11 essential, and hello, Daniel. Hello, Matt. We've got a lot of people on the chat today.
That's right. Because they
Gaming, Techmania, welcome, welcome. No, you don't need to refresh, Zach. What episode are we on? The cliffhanger. we're on episode 11, no, 12, episode 12, as it says in the title. And what's up, Carl? Welcome. Okay, so today we have a special guest with us. We have Vyyyper, the man about tech, the captain of Team Apple. He was free today, off work, so we decided to get him on the stream with us. I've actually been trying to do a collab with him for quite a few weeks now, and we haven't really managed to get together because of the schedules and everything. Time zones suck and stuff. So today we have Tech Talk episode 12. We're going to be talking about a load of different stuff. So just a couple of major things we're going to be talking about. The iPen, which has just been leaked these past few days. The iPhone SE 2 apparently has been leaked as well. We'll be talking about that in a second. We'll also be discussing, is the iPhone 10 dead or not? Because a lot of people are making videos on that subject. And then we're also going to be talking about Apple's AR glasses, which we have actually just gotten some news about that literally a few hours ago. Amazon Echo has released a kids version of the Echo, which we'll talk about later. Amazon's becoming creepy. OnePlus 6 has released, well, is releasing the OnePlus 6, and it's coming out soon. We're also going to be talking about Snapchat and also addressing some emoji problems, which at least I have. So yeah, welcome Tech Stream to the stream. Today I just did a live video with Livestream. Could you please check it out? If I have time, I'll check it out later. Okay, so let's start off by the first thing here, which I haven't actually just said. YouTube has apparently turned 13 on April 23rd, and nobody made videos about it. Nobody cared. But we should actually care, because YouTube was created 13 years ago. If 13 years ago the person who had the idea didn't create YouTube, we wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't be doing this live stream today. YouTube is such a great platform because it's free. Anybody can voice their opinion. Yes, you will get demonetized if you say something controversial, but anyway, YouTube is amazing. I love it. I bet Kian and Vyyyper do as well, and I bet all of you guys who are watching this stream right now appreciate YouTube and appreciate the creators of YouTube as well. Okay, so do you guys have any other comments on YouTube, and anything you want to say happy birthday to YouTube? We've got 11 watchers. Wow. You all good?
Is he froze?
Wait, no, he's not.
I'm here. I'm not.
He's just not moving.
I'm in complete chill mode. Your
He
boy
works.
Here. But
yes, Carl, he does. Carl, he's not a full-time YouTuber. At least not yet. None of us are.
Yeah, about YouTube being, what, 13? Yeah, 13, because it came out in 2005. So it's 13. So happy birthday, YouTube. You got all types of weirdos uploading stuff. And then you have the quality content creators like us three over here getting it done. So good job, YouTube. Keep up the good work and do what you do.
Yep, but please don't change the monetization rules a third time. If you do that, I'm switching to Vimeo. I'm switching to Vimeo. That's actually what I said. That's actually what I said in my video. I did a video about what my thoughts were, and I was like, I'm switching to Vimeo, and then I ended up not doing it. So
YouTube just fix your bugs and like demonetization stuff. And
yeah, I mean, I must say, actually, my demonetization, I haven't really been demonetized that much ever since these new rules came out. I think it's because they're actually, now that there's less creators that are monetized, they can actually focus on like clearing out the bad ones and stuff. So I think the only videos that have been demonetized of mine are a PUBG hack video. I understand why that got demonetized, and I lost. Well, it got demonetized, and I got 10,000 views while it was demonetized. So that's sick. That's most of the money I was gonna earn this month gone. But yeah, YouTube 13 years old and going strong. Here's to the next 13 years. Awesome. Okay, so now let's talk about the iPen. Apparently, Apple is releasing a stylus with the iPhone 10 Plus. Vyyyper did a live stream yesterday. I actually went on late, so I didn't really hear the whole rant thing. But he's got a couple of thoughts on it. So, in my opinion, I don't really see the point in a stylus on a smartphone. No matter what screen size it is, it makes no sense. It just wastes space in the phone, space that could be used for other things like a bigger battery. Maybe not a bigger battery if you're a Note 7, but yeah, what are your thoughts, Vyyyper? And then Kian, if you want to add anything after that.
Yeah, I think we should let Kian go first, because I might explode on this one, so I'm going to let him go first.
Okay, yeah. So I think it's actually quite pointless, like with all the Note 7s and stuff, like, there's just not much of a use with it on the phone, I think, so, that's all I've got to say.
But you're not really going to draw or write that many notes, because it's kind of like a little notepad.
Yeah, you've got an iPad for that. If you want to do drawing and stuff, there's an iPad Pro for that. Yeah,
also, it's way faster to type than, I think, writing by hand, so...
Yeah,
what are your thoughts, though, Vyyyper?
So, about this alleged iPen. Oh my goodness, this is the most useless piece of crap Apple has come up with if they decide to come out with this. Why? There's no point. The iPhone Plus line of phones are 4 years old now, and we still don't have full screen potential for these iPhones. Like I said in my live stream, the iPhone Plus is just an elongated iPhone. Well, actually, I should say the iPhone 8 Plus is just an elongated iPhone 8. There is no added functionality for the extra screen real estate. So what in the world are they doing trying to come out with an iPen? It's going to do nothing. Not only is it going to do nothing, it's going to cost extra money because you know they're not going to release it with the iPhone. So what is the point? It is completely pointless. You're not taking my money, Apple. Take that trash back to R&D and come up with something different.
Yeah. Also, why iPen? You got the Apple Pencil. Why not just call it Apple Pencil Mini? Oh, and apparently, another thing, if this does come out, apparently it's going to be sold separately. Surprise!
Yeah, that's what I just said.
That's
the thing, right?
Apple's never done that before. It's not like they charge $50 or even $200 when the AirPower comes out for wireless charging. Like, it's not like, no, they don't do that.
So I'm glad that we're all in agreement that this is a bunch of crap.
Yes, for sure.
All right.
Carl says, I'm going to have a lot of Apple products. Cool. Except for the MacBooks. Okay. I don't know if his channel is still on or is it... Okay, I'll have a look later if he's still on, then maybe if his content is good, we'll have him on the show. Okay, so next thing here is the iPhone SE 2 apparently has leaked, and everybody's being like, it has a headphone jack! Oh wow, oh, it's a phone, it's an iPhone in 2018 that has a headphone jack. Okay guys, before you jump to conclusions, first of all, Apple removed the headphone jack. They said they're not going to add it to their phones again. Well, I don't think they said that, but I can't remember if they actually did say we're never going to add it back. But I don't think they're going to add the headphone jack back, guys. I mean, yes, it's a budget phone, and they need as much space in that phone to put as many features as possible, keeping it, like, low cost. So I don't think the headphone jack is going to happen. Also, the color of this iPhone SE 2 looks very off. It's not the gold that is now on the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. It is a completely different gold. In fact, it looks like the gold from the iPhone 7, the 6, and the 5S and the 6S. So, in my opinion, this is fake. That's the only way that I can describe it. It's fake. Probably somebody just took the parts from inside the phone and put it into a glass back frame. So I don't know why all these tech news sites are saying this is the real deal, this is legit, this is gonna happen, headphone jack, everybody's on the headphone jack train. It's like, no. What are your thoughts on this, guys?
There's no way that's real. It's
Yeah.
what I've said is the colour's not right, and Apple just wouldn't do that. They wouldn't put a headphone jack back in a phone.
Yeah, I mean, they removed the CD drive on the Mac like years ago. They didn't add it back.
Yeah.
They had this external adapter, just like they have with the iPhone now. You have an external dongle if you want headphones. But now everybody's moving to wireless, so it doesn't make sense in taking a step back and just adding a headphone jack to a phone. Like, I don't even know.
So, couple of points of order with this. Noted KGI security analyst Ming Chi Ko specifically stated that there will be 3 new iPhones released later on. One of them, which will be a 6.1 LCD display that is going to be around $550. If that is to be believed, and he is reputable, so there's no reason not to believe it, then there is no need for an iPhone SE2 at all. It's a waste of time. So I don't believe these reports of iPhone SE2 for a second, if we believe this other report that they're going to release 3 new iPhones this year. The iPhone SE2 at that point becomes moot. So I don't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, as I just said, I think Apple will be taking a step back. It just doesn't make sense. And if they did, people would actually laugh in their face, because they'll be like, oh, you said you removed the headphone jack for this reason, and then you just added it back. And of course there will be the people that are going to cheer, hooray for Apple, long live Apple, and then
if you want a headphone jack, use an iPad.
Yeah, exactly. Or just invest into a pair of Bluetooth headphones. In fact, today I actually shot my review for these $20 Bluetooth headphones, and they're actually quite good. If you want to start going into Bluetooth isn't that expensive. AirPods are a bit expensive, but AirPods work just as well as wired headphones. All 3 of us have AirPods. We can all testify to that.
Oh man,
AirPods are amazing. Yeah, I don't know. Some people are saying, oh, they're going to include the headphone jack because people on a budget can't afford AirPods or wired headphone. They can afford wired headphones, but they can't afford Bluetooth headphones. It's like they're pretty much the same price if you look at some of the budget and headphones, Bluetooth headphones. Hello, Roger. Welcome to the stream. By the way, guys, this is completely unrelated to this channel, but I've got another channel, a podcast channel, where I actually interviewed Roger from Life of Tech, and that podcast will be going live tomorrow. I still have to edit it and everything, but I'm going to do my best to actually post it tomorrow. It's a pretty cool podcast, and you guys will be able to check it out. Also, if you subscribe next week, you have Drew from Talos of Tech on there as well, which is going to be...
That's right. My man
cool.
BenObi is doing big things on the podcast channel, so y'all make sure you check him out.
Actually, funny story. When I actually called him, I thought it was just someone pranking me because the voice didn't really sound that like him. And then as it went on, I figured out, yes, this is Drew. And I also managed to have a chat with him for like an hour after the stream, which was actually very, very cool. He asked me my opinion on Linus Tech Tips and stuff like that. And he also recommended me to wait on buying a new MacBook because I'm actually in the market for a new MacBook now. And he told me wait till June because there's going to be like an octa-core processor MacBook Pro or something mental like that. So yeah, he gave me some good advice as well, which was cool. And
that's right.
Yeah,
Drew
you guys,
is the homie.
Yeah, you guys will be able to see his podcast next week. It's like an hour long, but it's a good podcast. I think it's the best one I've done. It looks fake in the pictures. Yes, it did. We've got El Jefe. Oh, we've got El Jefe in here. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so moving on. iPhone SE, yes, of course, is fake. iPhone SE 2 leak, fake, not gonna happen. I honestly think the iPhone SE 2 will end up happening, but it won't be as everybody expects. I think it's gonna be just a small upgrade from the current SE, and it's just gonna be a budget end model for people. And then they're also gonna release the other iPhone.
All right. So let's take a time out. If you think the iPhone SE2 is going to happen, how do you feel about the $550 iPhone that's supposed to be coming later this year?
I think that'll happen as well. I don't know. Some people are saying it may be the iPhone SE2 or it may be this 6.1-inch LCD iPhone. We're still not sure yet. So if they do release, they said they released 3 iPhones this year. They may actually drop the smaller iPhone 10 model. I don't know. So we still have to see, because they could just drop the 5.5 inch
But what I'm trying to get at is that I don't think there's going to be an iPhone SE 2 and a $550 next year iPhone coming later this year. That's like too much iPhone. That's too much.
Well, yeah, you are right there, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Apple surprise us, and then Apple comes out with a completely different phone that does not look like anybody expected it to. Okay, we've got Raymond Ray on the stream, and yeah, everybody else is the same. Okay, cool. So moving on, we've got the this is like the big headline, which I'm actually posting a video, so I'm not going to talk about it that much. I'm going to let Kian and Vyyyper take this. But basically, everybody's saying, oh, the iPhone 10 is dead now, because there's been a decline in sales, and also Apple has actually, well, they're slowing down the production for the orders for OLED displays from Samsung. And I honestly think this is normal. Also, they did release 3 phones last year, so I'm not going to say anything else. You guys will have to wait for my reaction. Well, not response to all of which will be out tomorrow probably. So, guys, what are your opinions on the iPhone 10? Do you think it's dead? Do you think it's going to die, or do you think it's just going to live on?
Right, who's going first? Do you want to?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
So, I don't know where you all live at, but where I live near Chicago, and I work in downtown Chicago, if you go downtown Chicago and look and see what phone people are using today, you will clearly see that the iPhone X is so not dead. It is not dead at all.
I see a lot of people with the iPhone 10 as well. I actually have a few friends that have it as well. It's like
the best-selling iPhone as of yet, and it's a natural thing. We're in April. The new iPhone is supposed to be launching in September. So of course they're gonna slow down production of the iPhone X because they need to ramp up for the new iPhone. So this is a natural course of action for Apple as a business to get ready for their upcoming launch. So why is this a headline? I have no idea. This is just a bunch of clickbait that people are trying to get into, but I see through it because I am the captain of Team Apple.
But yeah, wait. So yeah, I think the same as you. It's just sort of like, as phones get so older, people are either going to wait for the next gen iPhone or just wait for the next one. And I'm sure it's the same with any Samsung phone or Android phone. People stop buying it less the older it gets. So it's definitely not dead.
Yeah, also it's not just with smartphones, everything. That if you release for example, if they released a new movie, people will buy it right away, and then it's gonna the sales will start dying down. It's just normal. It's like completely normal. Also, Apple has sold more iPhone 10s than Samsung has the S8 and the S9 and S9 Plus.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Same with the Pixel. The Pixel, they sold like 3 million units compared to Apple's, what is it, 27 million in the last quarter, plus 14 million this quarter. Like, it's, yeah. Also, another reason why they haven't sold this many this past quarter is because it's straight after the Christmas season. Everybody spent their money on an iPhone 10 already. So, yeah, I don't really know why people are saying this kind of stuff. I think it's just silly. Like,
they want clickbait. They want
exactly. So yeah, you guys will have to wait for my thoughts tomorrow. I've got a pretty good video, so stay tuned for that tomorrow. I don't know when. Okay, so we've actually got a question here. Okay, Raymond Ray says, for me, iPhone 10 lives. Jose Gamez, I hope I pronounced your name right. Weren't there rumors about a new gold iPhone 10? Do you think that will help sell the iPhone 10? Well, I personally don't think it's gonna happen because it's too late. I think it's too late. If they did release it, they would have released it with the red iPhone 8, the red iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, or before that. I don't think they're gonna release it in WWDC unless they just want to screw people, because they're just gonna come out with a new color and then people are gonna buy it, and then there's the new iPhone that comes out in September. It does not make sense to me. I don't know if you guys have a different opinion on that, but
yeah, it would be a waste.
I think it definitely would improve sales a little bit, but like it's just another color.
Yeah.
People won't buy a phone just because of a color.
Yeah, we're not getting a new color iPhone X. You're not getting a new. Maybe when the next one launches, but yeah, we're not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the chat's gone. What on earth?
I don't know who this dude.
We're banning this.
Oh my god.
We're banning this guy. No. We don't want your. We don't want your.
Troll out of here.
We don't want your trash on here. Thanks. Who looks like Morpheus after a slim fast?
They're talking about me, man. Don't worry about them. They're talking about me.
Okay. Someone just said typing. Dave just said typing. Okay. So, Kian, do you want to take us away with the next few things we're going to be talking about?
Okay, so the first thing is the Apple AirPods are being discontinued. So if you did not know, they're like their Wi-Fi devices and like storage things. Do any of you
I actually
have
own one.
Yeah, I have one as well. And yeah, they're quite good, but it says that they will be working on one that's better, and yeah, so it's good. Vyyyper, do you have one?
Roger.
I do not have one. I've never actually used one of these things, so.
Okay, yeah, but
If you have a Mac, if you were to have a Mac, it would make sense because you can back up everything straight to there, and you can also access files from there, so you can use it like an external hard drive, I guess, like a Wi-Fi hard drive. I actually own one, and I don't know what Apple's gonna do with like backing up your computer anymore. Maybe they'll actually switch it to iCloud. I don't know how that would work though.
What do you mean you don't know what they're gonna do? It's clear what they want you to do. They want you to use the iCloud, of course, naturally. Come on,
yeah, but you can't do it on a Mac though. Right now, you can't actually back up your Mac to iCloud.
Really?
I don't know why. Like, we've got it on the iPhone, we've got it on the iPad, iPod, Apple Watch, I think, as well. Why not the Mac? I mean, maybe it'll come in macOS 10.14, or whatever they're going to call it, like Low Sierra or something. Probably come up with some stupid name again. Okay, well, Aaron here on the chat says, well, but then what's the point of the iPhone Red? Well, I don't really know.
Oh, I got this. Let me do what I do here. I got
okay, go ahead.
So, let me tell you about this mid-year cycle color refresh. The point of the iPhone Red is for Apple to spark interest in iPhones again, like 6 months in. They do this every year. The iPhone sales are naturally declining, so to pick sales back up, they release this fancy new red color that everybody wants to rush out and buy, even though it makes no sense because there's nothing different besides on the phone besides the color. So basically, it's just a way for Apple to drum up sales when they start declining. But we see right through that. We know better.
Who just said, is this guy on the left 12? Kim, or whatever his name is. What?
I'm 13.
No, he's 13.
My name's Kian.
Oh, why do we keep having trolls on here? Please, go away.
Sorry, I guess I brought the troll with me. My bad.
Go away. Go do something productive with your life. Go tell people to subscribe to me. Just kidding. Okay, good point, Benji. Probably because the yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be a bit slow if you did like use iCloud backup. Also, you would have to literally pay for iCloud backup because you couldn't just back up like a 1 terabyte Mac, for example, on iCloud. You'd have to buy at least 2 terabytes of storage if you want to like upload that. Because I think they also sell 1 terabyte, but or maybe it's just terabytes. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a family plan for 2 terabytes, and we've only filled up 200 gigabytes, like the whole family. So, Carl says my birthday's in December. Does anyone think the rumors of the SE2 having a 4-inch display is wrong move by Apple? Way too small. I personally think there's some people that actually prefer smaller phones. Actually, Carl, who's in the live chat right now, he prefers smaller phones. There's also a lot of people that have smaller hands that would prefer a smaller phone. So, I don't know. If they do release an iPhone SE2 in 4 inches, I think people would still buy it because people just like the design. It's small, it's compact, and yeah, I think people would still buy it even though it's small.
Yeah, to Benji's point, before the iPhone got supersized with the iPhone 6, the whole point of iPhone was being able to use it with one hand. And so for certain people that like to do that, the iPhone SE is a perfect combination of size and functionality because they can still use it with one hand. So it wouldn't surprise me if they were to release an iPhone SE2 with a 4-inch display because you still retain that one-handed usability. So that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, for sure. What? Can you please go? I thought I hit this guy.
Wow. I
hit
think
him. There we
no,
go.
it was another one.
Why do I keep getting trolls? Like, I go on Vyper's live streams and there's no troll. Everybody's so nice to him, and like people come on my chat threatening me to do a diss track on me or and stuff like. Some weird people. Vyper's 1,000 years old. He's a miracle.
Yes, I am the great Jedi.
11.3.1 was released. Carl, who nobody really cares, Apple did a mistake, and they released 11.3.1 to fix that mistake. So basically what it fixes is certain iPhones that had a third-party display replacement. Actually, the display stopped working. Like, it had touch input problems and stuff like that, and also there were some security issues. So they fixed that as well with 11. What? With 11.3.1. Okay. Yeah, they did release it. Super sad. Okay, Kian, do you want to take us away with the next thing then?
Okay then. So remember saying that Apple might release AR/VR glasses. And they say that they might have 2 8K displays and 1 for each eye. So that's going to be pretty crazy, and yeah, I'll be quite excited for that to see what they
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's an Apple.
I don't think 8K. I think 8K is like.
We barely have 2K displays on the iPhone now. What are they talking about? 8K displays on glasses? I don't believe it. Not at all.
If they did that, then they would probably also incorporate it in the iPhone. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think 8K displays are gonna have it. Some people said it. They're like, "Oh, the Apple VR AR glasses will have 8K." Why do we keep having like weird people with weird names in here? Please don't troll us. Why not Cube? Okay, whatever. So yeah, those are the AR glasses. I actually found this news on Instagram literally like an hour before the stream started. So, or less than that. So yeah, okay. Let's move on to the next thing then.
Okay, so iTunes is now available in the Windows Store.
Why?
That is a good point there. Like,
you're like, oh come on! Stop it! Go away.
We got trolls in the stream. We got trolls in the chat.
I think it's the same person with multiple accounts. That's what I think.
Trolls in the chat.
Okay, here are my thoughts. So, first thing, I thought iTunes was getting discontinued next year. So, exactly. why add it to the Windows Store? Also, Apple did say, oh, we're not adding it to the Windows Store. Yeah. And, like, they should have just left it. Because Windows just created Windows 10S, and all of a sudden it expanded apps for their store. And, like, they're restricting people. And if you want to get, like, full access and install programs from the internet, you need to actually pay like $100 a month or year or something for Windows 10 Pro. I don't know. Is that lava? I see you drinking, Vyyyper. Hot stuff. Ben, you should do a dual monitor setup. Carl, I already do have a dual monitor setup. Like right now, I'm not using a dual monitor setup. I've got it upstairs. And why did you just ask me? Because I sent you a picture of my setup like 2 weeks ago. Anyway, so. Yeah, I honestly don't know why Apple is now deciding to add iTunes to the Windows Store. Like, just leave the people with Windows just cry because they can only use Android.
It's ridiculous. I don't know. It's weird. Apple's making a bunch of weird moves lately.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Tim is getting a bit over his head. That's probably because he's afraid that he's gonna get removed as CEO in June.
I told you all.
Let's make Apple as weird as possible so the next person has to fix it.
I told you all in one of my videos, Tim is taking the trillions of dollars and gambling them away in Nevada, in Las Vegas. That's what he's doing. He don't care.
Yeah. Actually, I remember that from one of your videos, I think. Yeah. I honestly think Johnny Ive should be the CEO, or Drew said that Taylors of Tech. He actually said that maybe Craig Federighi will take Tim's place next if Tim decides to like what? Waste of time on Windows, I think. Yeah, it's a waste of time. Okay, so Kian, do you wanna go through the next thing on the list?
Okay, yeah, so Amazon have released an Echo Kids version, and this comes in 3 colors: blue, red, and green, and it also has like kids stuff like Cartoon Network, Disney, and it's got like parental controls and stuff, so you don't get any bad stuff on it. Because I've seen a few videos of stuff like that happening. So then,
actually, I wanted to include one in the stream, but yeah. There was one that was very, very like not child friendly. Like this kid just has to Alexa to the machine thing to play a song, and then it was playing like some adult rated X radio station.
Alexa is savage.
So that will take some stress away from the parents, and this costs $70. I'm not sure how much it will cost in pounds, but
Windows is a pile of crap lately. Agreed. Craig is my bet 100%. Yep, okay. What are you thinking on the Razer Phone 2, the new Ultra gaming phone? Okay, well, when I first saw the Razer Phone, I was like, what's so special? It runs an Android processor. It's as fast as all the other like Android phones on the market, and it just looks ugly. It had like those big bezels. I think it even looked worse than I think it looks worse than the Pixel. And like I haven't heard of about the Razer phone for like at least 6 months now. We haven't really seen anything else with it. I don't know. What do you guys think about the Razer phone?
How are we talking about a Razer 2 and the Razer 1 just came out? How does that work?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
and nobody even buying the Razer 1. Oh my god.
Yeah.
How can you actually game on a smartphone? It's got touch controls. Already gaming with touch on the touch screen is hard. Just buy it. Just buy a PC or an Xbox or whatever.
Yeah, there's still like no overly good games on like Android phones and stuff. Or even on the iOS store, App Store, there's no like just. Oh god. Oh wow.
I see. I know what you're looking at, Ben. I know. Just let them troll.
Where are the moderators? Where are the mods?
The moderator is working. I am on the stream. I am contributing to the stream. I am working right now.
Like,
I can't moderate and work.
Where's all the other? Like, I have at least another 3 mods on that are meant to like
not on a job.
moderate the chat. You guys have a job. You donated so you could get moderate.
I am on the stream doing my thing, and I can't moderate right now.
Is this like one person with like multiple accounts, or is it?
Yes.
That's what I think. He's saying the same names, so I assume so. It's probably one of my friends trolling, or one of your friends, Kian, who's trolling us. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got Mega Troll down there. We see you, Mega Troll, and we don't care about you. Go on.
He's probably gonna go and create another account. Oh, we've got Steely Scott on the stream. Welcome. Okay. I need the Razer phone. What, Roger? Why?
Roger just wants it so he can review it. That's all.
It's just, crispy B-roll, I guess.
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, the Amazon Echo Kids, I don't really like see that much of a point. I mean, I get it's good for kids and stuff like that, but $70 for basically an Amazon Echo Dot with parental controls.
Yeah,
why do you have to pay $20 more? I know, like, why do you have to pay $20 more just to have parental controls and Cartoon Network on there? Like, who cares?
You know what this is? Do you know what this is? This is a case of Amazon stealing themselves. Right now they're riding a high, so they're trying to ride the high and come out with some crap that nobody really needs. But since they stealing themselves, they think that people will buy it anyway. That's what this is. They need a heat check.
I actually like the color, because I think this black one and also the white one do look a little boring. But I think the color, if they did do like a normal Echo Dot in different colors, that I would get, because it probably would cost $50 just like the regular Echo. But like, what's the point in a kid's version? Just add parental controls to what you have now.
Whoa! How dare you badmouth the black version? Black is always the shit.
No, I mean, I'm not saying anything against the black. I got the black because I like it. I love the black. It's just like, I would like to have a different color, because I've had it for so long. I've literally had this for almost 2 years. I'm kind of getting sick of the color. I could get a skin for it. That's an idea. I actually did have a white skin on it, and people thought I got a new Amazon Echo. I was like, no, it's just a skin. It's just an Alexa skin. But talk about the Amazon Echo. We're just talking about it right now, Carl. You're probably watching with like 5 minutes of delay. Cheap as chips. Now Roger has Chad helped sell so many of them. What? Okay, so moving on. More Amazon stuff. So I'll take this one. Amazon now delivers packages to your trunk or boot, to the trunk or the boot of your car, wherever people in America call it trunks. We call it boots. Even though boots are also the things that you put on your feet. I don't know why we call it that. Why?
Whoa. I think we need clarification. We need clarification because boots, as we know them here in America, they are also things you put on your feet, and they are also things that the authorities use to lock your car down so you can't move it. So yes, be careful when you talk about boots.
Okay, let's just call it trunk, so then we probably all understand that. Okay, so no, Amazon, no, Jeff, no, this is crossing the line. All right, so you tell people that you're gonna start delivering in people's houses as well, because I think Amazon also delivers inside people's houses. Like literally, you leave the door open or give them like a code for the door. They come into your house and they just leave the shopping there. Do you like really trust someone who's paid minimum wage or a little bit more than minimum wage to come into your house, drop stuff off, or even your car, because now they're doing it with your car, which is even worse. They could just steal your car and drive off.
You know what I think? I think Amazon is trying to start a fight club. So what's going on is that they got all these crazy services going on, like deliver it to your house, deliver it to your trunk. They're trying to start a fight club because they know that their employees are going to catch a beat down trying to do these things. So they want to start a fight club to see who can survive being attacked. Because if somebody comes to my house, if somebody comes to the trunk of my car, they gonna catch these hands, man. So Amazon trying to start a fight club to see who is the fittest, who can survive. That's what this is. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Wait, okay, Roger said, talk about the Amazon Echo. We just talked about it! Can't miss that bit, I think that's all. Okay. Hi kids, this is Roger from Life of Tech, and this is Peppa Pig on Prime TV. Okay, who are your mods, Benji? A couple of people that super chatted. One of them actually asked me yesterday, when are you streaming? I was like, today? Yesterday I told him tomorrow. And he was like, yeah, awesome, I'm gonna be on the stream. Where are you, Alex?
Yeah.
Actually, Roger, I made you a mod because I did a collab with you, so it makes sense. Also, Fidel, I did a collab with you, so I'll add you as a mod as well. There we go. Okay. So if you guys want to be a mod, you have to donate $5. That's always been the rule in Super Chat. And also, or you have to do a collab with me and be on one of my channels or something. Okay.
So the problem is that you have to be worthy to collab with him because he doesn't just collab with anybody.
Yeah, exactly. I pick my collabs carefully. Okay, so yeah, this service, the Amazon trunk delivery, we're gonna steal your car thing. The service is now available in 37 cities in the US. So at least 37 people will get their car stolen. I don't know. People in every city. There'll be that odd person who just works for Amazon because they want to steal like a Tesla or something.
Listen, kids. The moral of the story is don't trust Amazon with access to your personal surroundings. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now this next part is even worse. Amazon is literally trying to void your privacy. It's worse. It's worse than Facebook because you pay for it. So Amazon now is working on a home robot that will basically help you do chores and stuff, clean your house and stuff. So then Amazon can spy on you and just push more ads and sell more stuff.
Because Alexa's not enough.
Yeah, exactly. Because she doesn't listen to you 24/7 and listens for the wake word. Like, Amazon is literally trying to take over people's homes. This is just Jeff. What's up? Are you good, bro? What are you doing? Like, what? Seriously, a home robot that is gonna have eyes in your house. And he's actually going to record everything you say, so they're not just going to record stuff, they're just going to see you, like, see what you do, and, like, see what you like to do, and it's just creepy, like, I mean, at least Facebook only, like, spies on your information. They don't spy on your house and what you do. Amazon is everywhere now. They're going to take over the world. Like it's not. Like what? Okay. Anyway, that's Amazon. Trying to take over the world.
Yeah, Amazon's
Trying to make us lazy.
Amazon's doing a lot of good stuff, but also a lot of weird and bad stuff
Yeah.
in the same way. It's
Same with Elon Musk. Like the flamethrower thing.
yeah.
Why? Also selling hats. Buy our hats, and then they sell 50,000 hats or whatever, or they earn $50,000. Yeah, so some rich people just have some weird ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, see you later, Dave. Okay. Okay, so moving on here, we've got OnePlus 6 has been the release has been confirmed. It's gonna be the biggest, the best, and the most unique smartphone on the planet. No, even if it has a notch, it's still unique. It's coming on May 16th. Everybody's hyped. Yay!
Okay. Show of hands. Who's getting the OnePlus 6? Show of hands. That's what I thought. Proceed.
It's like, why? Also, why add a notch? Why go with everybody else and add a notch? Because actually, you guys should go and check out Vyyyper's Nacho Mania video. That is like one of the best videos I've ever seen on YouTube. It is so funny the way, because like it's true. Everybody's adapting the notch, and it has no functional purpose. Because with the iPhone 10, you've got both Face ID, and you also have the status bar. With Android phones, you just have a status bar. That's it. And it just houses the camera and the speaker. We've got like the Essential phone. That I think makes sense. The notch on that makes sense. They want to remove all bezels, and they just have a tiny camera cutout. That I think makes sense because you've got more space for a status bar. But why another notch? We're just adding notches left, right, and center here. So pretty soon we're gonna add them to TVs and cars and magazines or whatever. We're gonna have notches everywhere.
I don't know about you all, but I like my nachos with cheese, not with my smartphone.
Yeah. OnePlus is the best smartphone. The unique design. Yes, very unique. Like they're not copying. It's not like they're copying Apple. No.
I've never seen a phone like it.
I'm off to the OnePlus event on May 16th. Wait, really?
So if Dave West is covering the OnePlus 6 event, I better see some Dave West videos or some car diaries. I want that video, Dave.
I actually think I may stream it. I may live stream the OnePlus 6 event and be like a super excited, very biased, very unbiased person. I have my notches with cheese, not with my smartphone. That should be a quote on a T-shirt. Actually, Vyyyper, if you want to collab on some merch, I've got some ideas. No to the notch, Nacho Mania, and that'll actually be fun. Okay, so.
Oh dang, he dropped again.
I was about to.
Wait.
Unfree.
Come on.
Unfree, Benji.
Come on. What?
He's been excommunicated. I've taken over the stream, and it's now me and Ken. We running this bad boy until he comes back. No, we gonna let the chat run around. Oh wait a minute, there he is. Oh nope, not even back. Okay, false alarm. He's not back yet. So we are now taking over the tech talk. Oh wait.
Wait, what? Wait, the next thing I've got to do anyway.
Is it?
Okay.
There we go.
What is going? I think it's my Wi-Fi. It's probably my Wi-Fi. Yes, Vyyyper merch. Actually, Vyyyper, seriously, if you want to collab on some merch,
that'd be funny. Oh, he's gonna go.
I can't
Discord, you stuck.
He's out of those streams.
Am I back on? Is it working now?
I can hear you, just not like see.
Yeah, we can't see you, but we can hear you, not see you though. Your video is out of there, buddy. So
that is what. Discord, please fix this.
Oh.
Uh-oh, wait.
Is it?
Oh my God.
Can you see me moving now?
No.
Oh, you're frozen again.
Broke.
You're gonna be in Frozen the sequel. Let it go.
Okay, Ken, do you want to go into the next thing? I'm gonna try to end the call and then go back on it.
Okay. Yeah. So the next thing is Spotify launches a new redesign. So that's quite cool. So it's all being redesigned.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. It's working.
Is it working now? Okay.
Yeah, so they have done a new redesign and it looks quite cool. doesn't look too different, but it definitely looks better. And basically, if you use Spotify for free and you don't like the premium version, you can now select individual tracks to listen to them instead of shuffling like through them. So if you know, like, I've never like used Spotify. I'm like Apple Music guy, but yeah, that's quite cool.
Same.
So yeah, you can actually hope that you're. You can hope that your favorite
I was about
song
to
comes
say,
on.
I've never used Spotify in my life. I'm the captain of Team Apple, so you know where I go. I'm Apple Music all the way. But shout out to you Spotify users.
Well, I guess then I'm the only one who's actually tried Spotify.
I did have it for a bit, but then when I got my HomePod, we switched Apple Music, or I switched to Apple Music.
Yeah, I used Spotify for a good year. I don't really see the point in like having a redesign because it just worked before. But I guess it's with everything, a new fresh look kind of like attracts people to actually use the application. I think it's pretty cool that they're actually extending the freemium, as they call it, and actually allowing you to shuffle songs, not just shuffle songs, but also like play them individually. But there actually is a catch to that. You can only do it. You can only select individual tracks if it's in your Spotify recommended playlists. You can't use it with what was I gonna say?
So
yeah, you can't use it with like any album or any track. So I mean, what do you guys think about this new Spotify redesign? Are you excited? Are you not excited? Do you use Apple Music or Spotify or Amazon or whatever? Amazon Music sucks.
People in the chat, he's talking to you. He's not talking to me because he knows I'm the captain of Team
yeah,
Apple.
exactly.
Talking to you.
Yeah, I'm talking to you guys, by the way. Clearing that up. Okay, we've got 5 watching now. Okay, so next we've got actually a couple of Snapchat things. I personally use Snapchat. I don't think Keen or Vyyyper do. In fact, I think Vyyyper is kind of against it or something. Wait, no, sorry, I confused with you with Front Page Tech. I'm sorry. No, never mind. No, none of you use Snapchat, don't you?
I had it for a bit.
I don't really use it.
Yeah, I use it pretty much every day, so I guess I can take these. So these spectacles version 2 have been released. To be honest, they look quite cool. I've always wanted a pair of Snapchat spectacles because I just like I like the idea of taking pictures and videos and uploading them straight to Snapchat using glasses. I think that's pretty cool. So what's new with these spectacles version 2 is you got ability to take photos now, which is also going to be available on these older spectacles via software update. Some new things are there's 3 new colors, and you can also choose the shades for each color. It's got water resistance. I'm not sure exactly what rating of water resistance it has, but it has water resistance. It's a little bit thinner, but apparently from the photos it actually looks a little bigger, like a little longer than the previous. And also the price. The price is higher. It's $150 in the US and £150 here in the UK. Wait, or maybe it was 140. I can't remember. It was one of the two. And you could buy them on spectacles.com. I honestly really like them. I love the look of them now. They look a lot better than before. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll pick a pair up because I use Snapchat on a daily basis, and I like Snapchat. Even though they're doing some controversial changes and stuff, I still use it. I prefer Snapchat stories over Instagram stories still. I think Instagram stories are just a photocopy of Snapchat, and I don't really like what Facebook is doing with all of their social media apps now. WhatsApp, all of the Messenger, Facebook, all of them have stories now all of a sudden, and they're literally just a photocopy of Snapchat. Which and to be honest, Snapchat stories do work better in some ways. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the spectacles. Another thing.
Can we take a minute to give Benji a shout out because he's a dying breed, one of the last few people on Earth that still uses Snapchat.
Actually, I've been using it literally every single day for the past 329 days.
You are the only reason why Snapchat still exists. You should pat yourself on the back.
They should sponsor you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to revive Snapchat. Snapchat, I'm here for you. Okay. So another two things with Snapchat. The first thing, there's another Snapchat redesign coming. Don't know why. They're basically going back to the old design, but like with a new UI. So basically now all the stories are on the right hand page. Like they tried to put the friends stories and friends on one page. That didn't quite work out. I honestly don't like it. I hate it. Also, like when you play stories, it actually replays the ones you've already seen for some reason. Like, I don't know why. You just go through the Snapchat stories, like in the morning, and then in the evening you check your Snapchat stories again, and you actually go through the exact same ones. I don't know why Snapchat doesn't just add like a red feature or something, so then or scene feature, because that's kind of annoying. But Snapchat finally listened. They said, no, we're not going back to the old UI, and then all of a sudden now they changed their mind. So everything's going to be on one page, which is going to make Snapchat a bit cleaner, and I think work better. Because it worked just fine before. I don't know why they redesigned it. I prefer the old design over this one. But I mean, we've gotta get used to new stuff. So. Okay, so we're almost at an hour. We're going to be streaming for a little over the usual time because we've got a ton to talk about today. We've still got like three topics here. So Snapchat is now testing 6-second unskippable ads, which is another thing that sucks from Snapchat. Sorry for everybody who thought I was a diehard Snapchat fan. If they had these, then I'm going to actually consider not using Snapchat stories anymore.
You're going to join the actual population. Hello.
But like, Snapchat is literally digging their own grave, and now they're just going deeper with the unskippable ads. 6 seconds also, like, just to add that up, you're gonna just spend all day, like a day in a whole year, just watching unskippable ads.
I mean, we need a timeout here because my homie John Prosser at Front Page Tech, Snapchat back to the wood, out to the woodshed and put them down. But Snapchat is hard to kill, but they're dying.
yeah, he is kind of anti-Snapchat from what I've seen. Actually, I'm interviewing him next week as well, guys. Plug, yeah, link in the description to the channel.
Wait! Time out! Wait a minute.
I'm interviewing.
Got John Prosser coming?
Yeah, I've got him on the podcast on Thursday.
Man.
So that podcast will go live not next Saturday, the Saturday after that. So. Yeah, I've got some good content creators on the podcast now. I'm also going to try to get painfully honest tech on there as well, because someone recommended him. Actually, I think it was Roger that told me to contact him and ask him to be on my stream. So I'm going to ask him. But anyway, yeah, that's we're just going off topic here. So okay, so Google has now paused their investment in Google Allo. So. Yeah, Google Allo, you guys remember that Android messaging app that nobody really cared about?
No, not really, no.
Like, and now they're just focusing on Android chat. They're trying to compete with iMessage. So they're just dropping Google Allo just like they do with any other, like, thing, every other Google product ever. The Nexus lineup, RIP, Google tablets, RIP, they're just dropping everything, and probably soon they're going to drop Android because they're coming up with a new software, and they're going to just leave everybody who was using Android on the ground. But yeah, I think Google seriously has to like fix themselves, because they're just doing some. But I think both all three, Apple, Snapchat, Amazon, and also like there's a ton of companies that are doing questionable things this year, which is weird. This is like the year of the weirdness stuff. Okay, so our last thing here is addressing the gun emoji. So this is an emoji that every company is now changing. It used to be a gun, and now they're changing it to a water gun. I don't know why. Probably because people are like, oh, you can shoot people with an emoji gun. It's like very, very bad. I don't know. They're just turning everything into water guns. So, yeah, there you go. And Microsoft 6 guns though, and hasn't changed it. Pun intended. Until now.
You know what it is. The world is a Brady Bunch sensitive version of what it used to be. People have such thin skin, it's ridiculous.
Try to get Everything Apple Pro on your stream. Actually, I did try to contact Everything Apple Pro for the podcast like 2 or 3 times. I don't think Philip's gonna reply.
He's not replying, bro. I'm just saying.
Am I not seeing some stuff on the chat?
No, I think you're seeing everything.
Yeah.
I don't like the notch. No, on no iPhones, and I have an iPhone SE. Bezels are worse than a notch. If in some cases, I prefer the notch on my iPhone 10 because there's more screen. If you have bezels, it just looks ugly, outdated.
So Dave West is down in the chat speaking truth. He's telling you the truth, Carl, because everything Apple Pro ain't coming on nobody's live stream, bro. We just saying.
Literally, I've never seen him on. I've never seen him do a live stream himself on YouTube. He has done a couple on Instagram, but I don't even think they were tech related. He doesn't do collabs with people for some reason. I mean, he did actually collab on a giveaway last year or the year before or something with the Apple AirPods. Actually, no, it was last year. With John Morrison, but they didn't really do like a real collab. They just like put in some money and just gave away AirPods and didn't. I just said, "Oh, we're partnering with Everything Apple Pro to give this thing away." Like he doesn't really do collabs, I don't think.
Yeah.
Microsoft is sticking to its guns. Yeah, that was an intended pun, by the way, because we're talking about guns here.
Yeah, Paige did that on purpose. He did that on purpose. He did.
But yeah, Microsoft now are changing them as well. I saw the news like today or yesterday, so yeah. Sadly, if we want new phones, we're gonna have to live with notches until at least a year. Yeah, we will have to live with notches for at least a year, because right now there's no technology to actually implement the notch behind the display. I mean, they are working on it. Apparently there's an OLED technology that's being worked on. They'll basically be able to turn off pixels and have something behind the display and like have a transparent basically display. So whenever you use Face ID, the pixels where the notch would be, or where the Face ID sensors are, would turn off, and then it scans your face and then turns back on. So that's a solution. Another one is to poke holes into the display and actually have the holes, but I think they just look weird and out of place. So I think notches are going to be around for at least another year. So, but yeah, actually we didn't go over an hour. I'm actually surprised.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
Okay, cool. So is there anything else you two want to add before we wrap up here?
Not really. Vyyyper, you got anything?
Do we want to add anything? I think we should. As the captain of Team Apple, I'm gonna need Apple to do better.
Okay.
The last past calendar year, your product launches have been half baked.
Yeah. Also that the releases have been delayed.
Yeah, they
Releases are usually always delayed.
HomePod, AirPods, AirPower.
When they do finally get released, they're half baked. The HomePod came with basic features. It didn't even compete with the other smart speakers on the market. The Apple Watch Series 3 came to the market with issues. The iPhone came with a notch. I mean, good Lord, Apple, do better.
Yeah, if Steve Jobs was there, the HomePod would be out on time and perfect, and like proper competitors with Alexa and Google Home. Same with like the Apple Watch, there'd be no problems with it. It'll be out on time, and I think the AirPower could even be released now.
Now, Ken, you better be careful when you say that, because every time you bring up Steve Jobs, the Apple fanboys get sensitive when they feel it. They're like, no, it wouldn't. Steve Jobs made mistakes too. But Steve Jobs did make him mistakes, no doubt. But I think there are a few things that Steve Jobs would have shored up immediately if he were alive today. So you're right about that.
I mean, I did see actually a couple of weeks ago a keynote, part of a keynote from when Steve Jobs was alive. He announced a new version of Mac OS X, and basically that was delayed. So it's not just Tim Cook that delays Apple products, but he has delayed way more Apple products than Steve Jobs did when he was alive. So I don't know. I don't know if Steve Jobs would approve of Apple today. He probably wouldn't agree on the stylus on the iPad. I think that is something that he literally did not want. But yeah,
there are only two products that Apple has released, or two products and services that Apple has released in the past 3 or 4 years that I think Steve Jobs would have been like, yes, AirPods, Apple Pay. Everything else has been a mess.
Apple Watch as well, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Apple Watch has revolutionized the smartwatch
Yeah,
industry
and the amount
for
it's,
sure.
sold as well is pretty.
Yeah,
impressive.
the amount of people I see around walking around with an Apple Watch is like way more than, for example, a Samsung smartwatch or an LG smartwatch. Do LG even make smartwatches? Or like a Huawei whatever. I see more people with an Apple Watch than any other smartwatch on the market,
Yeah.
and I think they're just dominating that game. Same with the tablets. There's like no competition.
Yeah.
It's like Apple is just destroying. In fact, the Apple Watch is the best-selling watch of the whole of last year. So it beat Rolex, Swatch, other companies like that are quite big and do usually sell watches. So
yeah, and also
yeah,
I'll give you that.
yeah, and also the amount of AirPods have sold as well. Like they're all, when they came out, like gimmicks or no one's gonna buy as they look ugly. The last year they have blown up and it's actually
literally
crazy.
Literally, yeah.
Like,
I mean, even though they did
at Christmas, didn't
yeah,
they?
they were sold out. Yeah, they were sold out at Christmas, and they were also sold out as soon as it came out. It was like impossible to get a pair. In fact, when I got mine that further on in the year. I got mine back in October, but before the iPhone 10 came out. And literally, I've had them since then, and it took me a while to actually find a pair that I could buy. And in the end, I just walked into the Apple Store one day, and I managed to get them because they were available. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this live stream. That's it for episode 11 of Tech Talk. Tune in next week for another episode. And also, guys, as I mentioned before, you can check out my podcast channel, as I do have some podcasts coming up on there very soon, of which I've got Roger from Life of Tech on there. I've got Talos of Tech next week, and I've also got Front Page Tech, and also Vyyyper will probably be on it as well at some point. And yeah, that's it, pretty much it. If you want to subscribe to Vyyyper or Kian, or follow them on social media, all their social media links will be in the description below. Actually, for Vyyyper, don't actually search for the social media that's on the screen here, because I put one Vyyyper instead of Vyyyper, and then I did all the slides, and I didn't want to go back and change them all because it would have taken me another hour. But it's at Vyyyper with 3 Y's on Twitter, and you can follow Kian on Twitter as well. But yeah, thanks guys for being on the show. If you guys did enjoy this live stream, be sure to let me know by leaving a thumbs up down below. If you have any questions, video suggestions, or anything you want us to cover in the next episode of Tech Talk, let us know in the comment section below. And of course, if you're new around here and you haven't already, be sure to smash that subscribe button, and also don't forget to ring the bell, so then you'll be notified every time I upload a video. You can get to my videos early and you won't miss an upload. Also guys, don't forget, copy yourself some merch, link is in the description. But for now, thank you so much for watching. My name has been Benji.